Good day everyone. This video is all about Rizal retraction. But before I will proceed to the discussion, let me first discuss or share the background of Jose Rizal because he is the main character for this discussion. So Rizal was a natural born Filipino, and during his time, he was one of the leader of the Philippine Revolution, and he was born on June 19, 1861 and died on December 30, 1896. And even up to this day, he still considered him as a hero. So now let's start discussing about the retraction of Rizal. So before that, let me first discuss what is retraction. So retraction is a statement or something you wrote at earlier time is not true. And retraction was a controversial issue here in the Philippines. And there are two priests who said that Rizal are really retracted, but there are two critical analyses who said that Rizal are not really retracted. But let us focus first to the priest who said Rizal are really retract. Number 1. Father Vicente Balaguer was one of the Jesuit priests who visited Rizal during his last hour in Fort Santiago, and he claimed that he managed to persuade Rizal to denounce Masonry and return to the Catholic fold. That's why he considered him as a primary source during that time. And he also claimed that he solemnized the marriage of Josephine Bracken and Jose Rizal before Rizal execute. Based on his statement, Rizal accepted a shorter document of retraction prepared by Father Pio Pai, and that is really shown that Rizal are really retract according to Father Vicente Balaguer. And next, the next priest who said that Rizal are really retracted. So next is Father Pio Pai. Father Pio Pai was known as Superior Jesuit when the time Rizal executed, and in the year 1917, he issued an affidavit recounting his involvement alleged retraction of Rizal, and that's why he considered him as a secondary source. And Father Pio Pai was only involved in securing the document from Bernardino Nozaleda, who was the Archbishop of Manila in that time, and based on his account, Rizal was willingly surrendered himself to turn back Catholicism, and Father Vicente Balaguer and Father Pio Pai was considered them as a pro. And now, let's move on to the critical analysis who said that Rizal did not really retract. Number 1. Rafael Palma. But before that, let me first introduce to you the background of Rafael Palma. He was a lawyer, educator, writer, and politician that time. And according to the analysis of Rafael Palma, the Rizal retraction is hearsay with the following reasons. So now, let's start on the critical analysis of Rafael Palma. Number 1. The document of retraction was kept secret. Family petitioned to have an original of said document and copy of the certificate of canonical marriage was denied. Number 2. Rizal burial kept secret. Number 3. No masses were held or funeral held by the Catholics on the death of Rizal. Number 4. He was not buried in the Catholic cemetery of Paco. Number 5. The entry in the book of burial of the interment of Rizal's body is not made on the page with those buried on December 30, 1896. And last, there was no moral motive for the conversion. And that is according to Rafael Palma. And now, let's focus to the second critical analysis who said Rizal did not really retract. And that is Austin, based on his critical analysis. Let me read to you. Number 1. According to his analysis of Rizal, dubbed an ecclesiastical fraud, it was the friars who wanted Rizal retraction. And next, there was no signed letter of retraction because Rizal knew too well the damage such a letter would do him. And according to him, Rizal family found difficult to accept the retraction or marriage of Jose Rizal. And lastly, according to him, Balaguer made no mention of the last poem that Rizal wrote, which is the Ultimo Adios. And that is according to Austin based on his critical analysis. But the question is, did Jose Rizal really retracted, and the evidence that Rizal retracted are forged or not? For me, the evidence proving that Rizal did not really retract is more genuine. Because why would Rizal withdraw all his statement about the Spaniards if he know he will be executed? And that is the question. And other evidences that Rizal did not really retract when Father Balaguer claimed that he solemnized the marriage of Josephine Bracken and Jose Rizal, and based on what I've searched, there was no marriage certificate shown. And the question is it really important that Jose Rizal retract? Did this change the fact to save us Filipino? For me, either Rizal retracted or not, we cannot change the fact or we cannot change our mind that he saved us Filipino. Through his dedication, we achieved this freedom, and I salute him for his dedication